back to talk to Tina. I know it has been a very long time, and I'm going to make a story time for the reason why I've been away for so long. Long story short, I have been recovering from the injuries from an incident in which my ex attempted to take my life in a literal sense. I have been recovering from a spinal fracture, broken foot, all of that. It's a very long story, and I will, when I'm ready to talk about it, I'm going to make the video. But, I'm still healing physically and emotionally. I am very blessed to be alive, to not be paralyzed, all of that. And when I am like emotionally ready to speak on that, on how my ex almost took my life, I will do it. So that's the reason why I've been gone for so long. However, what I came to talk to you guys about today was Mercury retrograde. If you're new to my channel, you probably don't know that I am an astrology fanatic, among a lot of other things. Since it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and just make another intro. My name is Christina the long way. I am going to be 29 on January 26th. Aquarius gang, the most elite sign. Sorry to the girlies. I love anything that has to do with the arts. I love museums, music, all of that. I'm a writer and a speaker, and a very, very ambitious woman. So yes, I feel like a lot of people experience the side effects of Mercury retrograde, but they don't really know what's going on. It's so funny how people will be like, oh, I don't believe in that astrology stuff, and then there'll be the same people in my DMs like, okay sis, what is this about, or what's going on here? Yes, okay, this is a safe space. You can ask the questions. Welcome to the dark side. So Mercury retrograde started on January 13th, and it ends on February 3rd in Aquarius. And if you guys see me looking down, I wrote notes because I just wanted y'all to get the full tea. Okay, so Mercury retrograde I think it's an illusion that makes it appear from Earth that Mercury is moving backwards. So why does this matter? Mercury is in control, or it rules communication, information, electronics, travel, a whole host of majorly impactful things. I feel like that would impact, very huge decisions in our lives, especially when it comes to communication, relationships, all of that. And so it moving backwards would definitely throw things into a fray, of course, right? A lot of people experience during Mercury retrograde exes resurfacing, trying to come back, old situations coming back, a lot of those situations. And I've had the same experience. It's like clockwork at this point. I used to be such a big naysayer about astrology until, I really started looking it up. I wish that I had known a long time ago, because I would have never dated a Virgo man. I would have saved myself that stress. But anyway, moving on. I feel like Mercury retrograde definitely always shifts things up. I used to kind of be really annoyed when it came around, but I've noticed that Mercury being in microbraids definitely gives you time to really slow down. It makes you slow down, forces you to just really think about things in a clear manner and not, be impulsive, because it's a very sensitive time. Let me just say that. I have always noticed that people from my past come back, situations from my past resurface, all of that. It can be very chaotic, and I guess it comes with understanding. I feel like Mercury retrograde definitely teaches very valid lessons, I would say. I didn't know this, but upon researching, I did not know that Mercury retrograde, that actual phrase, is something that has been researched in increased numbers since 2009. So the girlies are wondering, as you should, there's a reason behind all of this. I don't understand how people can think the moon can pull the tide but have nothing to do to impact us. I feel like everything up in the sky has something to do with what's going on down here. I just think that it's a logical, thing to think about, but whatever. That's my strong opinion. Mercury retrograde like started in Capricorn. I have my thoughts about that. It's giving me nothing. It's giving me stiff and serious and ill. But it ends in Aquarius, which I feel like for Aquarius's Mercury, I'm sorry, I was looking at this card, it's pulling up close to me like, girl, no. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I feel like for Aquarius's Mercury retrograde will definitely be something that will make or break us. I feel that for Aquariuses that are, I guess, grounded and mature, this will be a time for us to really catch the wave of our creativity, of really start walking in our gifts and the things that we're good at, and really starting to take chances and betting on ourselves now. So that's basically all Aquarius women. So for undeveloped Aquariuses, so Aquarius men, it can definitely be something that's going to really like slap you in the face, because I feel like you're definitely going to be cashing in on karma, definitely cashing in on things that you refuse to face in your life, that you've been just covering up with alcohol, drugs, whatever, women, anything like that. So it can definitely shake things up, especially if I feel like your intentions are not good, because Mercury does rule communication, all of that very big aspect of our life. You have to make sure that you are being intentional with what you're doing and what you're saying, and how you're handling people. I feel like Mercury retrograde definitely reveals things that need to be revealed, from my experience. And so I feel like I hear a lot of people talking about the fact that their relationships are always very highly impacted. A few warnings for Mercury retrograde, because I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes long, because I can talk, okay? If y'all know anything about me, Talk to Tina was something that I made that username because it describes me. But some warnings. I would say make sure that you are being very intentional with everything that you're doing. Slow down, pay attention to signs, pay attention to horrible habits that you have. It's a time to clear out all the mess. Do not make rash decisions. Mercury retrograde can definitely be like a hazy period, it can be deceitful in my opinion. And what I mean by that is, even with relationships, I find that when people, including myself, have been, gotten into relationships or gotten deeper into relationships, especially with the opposite sex during Mercury retrograde, or going back to an ex during Mercury retrograde, it always seems, really great and sweet and, oh my God, this is amazing. And then once Mercury goes direct, as in you get out of Mercury retrograde, like the smoke and mirrors stop, like the curtain falls. It's very crazy how that always happens. Things are never as they seem during this time, and that's something I want you guys to keep in mind. It's never as it seems. And please use caution when those exes spin the block. Nobody can spin the block on me. You're blocked, okay? I've changed my number. That's not my ministry to keep, try to keep resurrecting dead situations. Keep that over there. Not interested in that assignment. No, thank you. It's never been something that has worked in my favor when I try to you leave people for a reason. That's all I'm saying. So just be careful. Things are not as they seem. Friendships, relationships, whatever. Just keep your heart 3 stacks, okay? Keep your heart. So this might be a little rocky time, maybe y'all have been experiencing some weird stuff. I definitely have. It's just been ever since. Okay, this is something that's very kind of off topic, but not. But just let me give you an example of something completely ridiculous. The CEO of MARTA, if you're in Atlanta, you know what MARTA is, the metro, the train station here. He killed himself, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, by jumping in front of the train, the MARTA train. You see what I'm saying? How insane this stuff is? Just stuff like that. What? I don't, WTF? What are you talking about? It's just the most psychotic thing. The CEO of MARTA jumps in front of the train. You cannot make this up. You just can't make it up. So, yeah. Just be careful, be intentional. It's a time to really end those bad habits and those toxic relationships. And for my sisters, stay strong, okay? Do not let these men spin a block on you. The door is closed and the locks are changed. How about that, okay? No, you cut them off for a reason. No, what you doing? I miss you. No, you don't. It's one-sided, sis, okay? Make sure that you are just... keep your heart. All right? So I will talk to you guys later. I just want to... that was on my heart. That was on my ministry, okay? Be safe. Love you guys. Until next time.